Now at noon, harsh words for the DeKalb County government from leaders of one of its own cities.
Yeah.
They are frustrated about ambulance response times, a problem that we've investigated for years.
Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm is live outside Brookhaven City Hall. Rebecca, now the city is proposing a potential fix here. So what is that?
Well, Lana and Rick, city leaders say that they have tried negotiating with DeKalb County. They even purchased an old QT gas station and renovated it so that they could stage ambulances there. Well, they say response times for ambulances are as long or longer.
Time is up. We have to take matters into our own hands.
Brookhaven Mayor John Park says the city is tired of playing nice. The DeKalb County government controls ambulance operations, even for incorporated cities, as mandated by the state. DeKalb contracts with a private company called American Medical Response. That contract says an ambulance must respond to the highest priority calls in 12 minutes or less 90% of the time. But according to Brookhaven officials, that's only happening in their city 49% of the time. Nearby Dunwoody had similar complaints about response times. In December, that city announced it's using federal pandemic relief funding to permanently staff a dedicated ambulance crew in Dunwoody during peak hours daily. I checked, and Dunwoody's city manager says response times have improved, though he didn't have specific numbers just yet. Dunwoody and Brookhaven have asked the Georgia Department of Public Health to allow them to manage their own ambulance operations, but now Brookhaven is doing so in a more forceful manner.
I want to reiterate that I'm disappointed. Disappointed that the DeKalb has been cavalier about people dying and has not addressed this issue in any meaningful way.
And Brookhaven's city manager is planning to make a presentation about this request to the state government at tonight's city council meeting, which is scheduled for 6:30. We're told several citizens will be there sharing their stories. Within the last 20 minutes, I heard back from DeKalb County about this, and they say they are investing $15 million in this year's budget to try to improve ambulance response times. Live in Brookhaven, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.